Calling you radical. Don't come around here no more. Don't come around here no more. That's a song that saved my life. Cancer? Don't come around here no more. You're gonna catch a cold from that ice inside your fucking soul. Don't come around here no more. So, do you know what kettling is? The police tactic. Any real street activist that's has known what kettling is for a long time. So Kevin Blanch, the CIA is really who uses that tactic. When I was in the bone marrow transplant dying of leukemia, my doctor says we're getting cards and letters, because they have a little post office. I remember the woman came up to me at LDS that runs the post office there. You've got more letters and cards and different stuff in here in one day than we get here in a year. She says, thank you to everybody who did send. And Stacy, one of the really great cards that I got, he just recently had a heart attack and died there in Tacoma. Heartbreaking. Stacy Anderson's husband. So, one of the original great before they kettled us. So, they wouldn't let anybody in. I was quarantined. I was dying. It was a major story. Everybody was all over me. Bad timing for Blue Castle. Bad timing for San Onofre. I remember my doctor says one day, remember everybody that wanted to talk to you and was all over you, and you know why they backed out? And I says, oh yeah, I know why. He says, you do, don't you? I didn't die. They were going to make me into the next Rachel Carson. The great environmentalist. I says, I'm not martyring myself for no one. Given 2 months to live. So I've always known how to trick them. I knew how to trick the fucking media. That's why you never see me on left mainstream media or right mainstream media. Because I attack the status quo. I tell the fucking truth, and they are the truth kettlers. That's what they are. They're truth kettlers. So I'll tell you a great story. So when we were really doing all the dirty work, the pioneers, what turned out to be Black Lives Matters, in a weird way that was, astroturfed, was in New York, 2015. Vice interviewed me. They do this really kind of douchebaggy fucking interview. They did a good interview. They were there. I passed around my megahorn. AOC was there that night. I didn't know who she was. A lot of people ended up emerging to be these incredible activists. Mike Tyson, the preacher, I call him, he was there. I never met him before, and he walked up to me and he says, he looks at me and he looked just like Mike Tyson, a young one. He's like, whoa. He was. He says, I'm here, Kevin Blanch. I says, I hope not to kick my ass. Oh, no. I got your back. Anybody that comes near you, they got to go through me. Like, whew. So Vice interviews us, and we knew they were kettling us. I did. So I quietly passed through the crowd. And one day I'll write a book before the statute of limitations, when the statute of limitations is over on. The stuff we did is nonviolent. But, we don't break the law. We don't have to. They do. The media does. So we whispered through the crowd. Because we're not about quantity. We're about quality. That group that was there that night, all my years of activism, holy fuck is all I gotta say. Black, brown, white, old, young, gay, straight, left, I'll never forget that night. Never. Sitting right there, and there's an article written about it by Vice. So, pretty chilly. They kind of just scattered. Well, we knew they were kettling us that night. So we whispered to the crowd. Bust up. You go that way? Okay, we're going to go down that way. Laura, you go this way. You go this way. And we just scattered. 45 minutes, get on the train, meet at fucking Fox News. Okay. Oh boy, did we catch those fucking... We fucking made the fucking security guards there piss their pants. Sean Hannity looking out of the window, shit himself. You know, and I'm just telling him, get on your fucking knees. I mean, why don't you call in Scotland Yard? It took New York City cops a good hour to arrive, and they came with 300-400 cops. I said, okay, scatter again. They ain't kettling us. So that's what they've done to Kevin Blanch, and I know this for a fact. Army Corps of Engineers first came to me a long time ago. My friend, who's a big wick here in Utah, in the Utah Highway Patrol, says, Kevin, do you know there's a no arrest warrant on you? A no arrest warrant? For what? I don't break the law anyway. He says, look, they've got you circled in. I'm like, oh, bullshit. And then I've had our boxers staffer told me that I had been classified, this, that. This is how they do it. This is how they've done Fukushima. The greatest event in human history, the nuclear energy meltdown. How's that possible? Somebody commented that somebody was on a television show, the daughter of so-and-so, saying that it will only be a matter of time that people will not be able to think and they'll just regurgitate whatever cable television. That happened fucking 20 years ago. The left gets up and watches MSNBC. The right gets up and watches MSNBC. Right down to center. Trump. Alex Jones, of all crazy fuckers, proved that with Trump. He says, it freaks me out. I'll do a show, and then the next day, fucking the President of the United States is repeating word for word, verbatim. Why do you think I never make any platform, Kevin Blanch? Because I go right at the status quo. They're all about keeping this fucking billionaire fucking baseball fucking paradigm together. I'm about blowing it fucking figuratively sky high. So they won't touch me. I think personally that I think it should be against the law to be a billionaire. I think billionaires, in fact, I think the cap should be 20 million. I think the most anybody's net worth in the United States could be is 20 million. Everybody says, well, they'll flee. Good fucking riddance. They'll let the door. It's like all these fucking, the big tech and all these fuckers are headed to Texas. Good fucking luck. From California. Good fucking riddance. Goodbye. Don't let the door hit you in the fucking ass, pieces of shit. And you think that's a fucking psychotic crazy, you must be a socialist. I'm no fucking socialist. I'm no anything-ist. I'm a logicalist. And I think those are crazy fucking philosophies. That was exactly the philosophy of the United States for a long, long time. 1945, 1979, class. This is when I taught in fucking the number one MBA program in the fucking country. Student professor saved their program. Look what they do to me at the University of Nuclearism. Name the strongest middle class, strongest socialized people in the history of mankind. Name them. From a factual, not a fucking, I don't do opinion. Everybody's got one. They think it's a shotgun. We're talking the number one MBA program in the fucking United States. I mean, including Mikado, the heir to the Japanese royal family. Along the Silk Road, 1st, 2nd century. India. Close. Once in a while, a student would get it right, and they were always foreign. The United States, 1945 to 1980. Increase in nominal wages every single year. Tax rate on the fucking 1%, 96%. Inherited wealth, pretty well illegal. The only inherited wealth that survived Anderson, Vanderbilt, Cooper, they had to fucking ship it abroad. You know, that's how good riddance. Fucking bye. See ya. Why do you think everybody brewed those beautiful, incredible fucking GMs and Fords? Because the WPA, the great art fucking movement, Pollock, fucking Andy Warhol, all of them, before they were anybody, was getting fucking the public dime on the WPA, the CCC. They hired artists. Ogden High School, Ogden, Utah. Mary Eccles, who I knew personally. I grew up in fucking that Art Deco fucking masterpiece at West Weber Elementary. I went to school there. That's Frank Lloyd Wright. They tore it down. I went to school at Walquist Junior High. That fucking Leslie Hodson masterpiece. The old Weber High, that Leslie Hodson masterpiece. I fucking grew up in those buildings. WPA. You socialist fuck. Boy. Lord, I remember. Lord, I remember standard of living way up firm and high. On the back of that fucking 1968, me and Annette holding hands, Chevy. So they try to kettle me. I'm always one step ahead. So when my YouTube started, the activists, I knew that it was based on retention. Liz Warren taught me that, standing on the fucking stage at the New School. Not to be confused with New Scale, the corrupt fuckers. The argument was going on digital copyright. What the fuck is a YouTube video? What is it? Is it radio? Is it television? The 7 words you can't say, Carlin. Well, of course, they've suppressed the information now to no fucking end. They've kettled it. They couldn't fucking take it away. They sure didn't want to martyr a guy full of cancer. So what they did, they hired PR firms and trolled him and tried to, did slander me. Fucking cut out my fund, tried to starve me out, cut me off Medicaid, which is attempted murder. While I'm in a bone marrow transplant, The story's too compelling. Kevin Blanch, everything he says, he's all over this. He knows. Kettling. Because we can't kill him. We've tried. He won't fucking die. He's like a cockroach. Fucking alive and kicking. Given 2 months to fucking live. Think about the timing of that. I'm everywhere. I'm on every radio show. I'm all over fucking. So look at my view count. Look what's going on with me. Dana says it best. Fuck, I can sit here and twiddle my fucking thumbs while I've been out and had a fucking live stream of 2,000-3,000 people. What do you think they've done to me? I don't fit their narrative. So they've kettled me. So I've led the exact identical fucking march that these guys fucking led. A lot less, more radical than these fuckers ever dreamed of being. Oh, they were ready. No National Guard. Think about the fact that there's 30,000 fucking National Guard troops in D.C. Who caused all that? Trump. Well, at least send the motherfucker the bill. They want to be billionaire. They want to be imperialist. They want to be King fucking Donald III. Jonah Bonaparte's sons were called Donald I. Do you know his direct bloodlines? Hillary's cousin, just like Barry Antoinette Obama, Dick Cheney's cousin. Oh yeah, look it up. So, they kettled me. The truth kettlers. How do you think they've covered up? Is it even possible they can cover up Fukushima? They pigeonholed me into the right-wing fucking lunacyville. I remember I lifted my moratorium on interviews. Eddie Murray, he's the one that taught me. He's the one that taught me. The media just fucking twist my words, so fuck them. Remember he refused to do interviews? You think he was effective? Probably one of the top 10 greatest baseball players in the history of baseball. You don't even know who the fuck he is. I lifted my moratorium on interviews. In, I believe it was 2014. I think it was February. 90 fucking interviews in 60 days. Oh my God. Because Alex Jones had taken on Fukushima to sell fucking water filters and bunkers. I look back, some of the most insane fucking people in the world I did. Yeah. Oof. So they've kettled the truth. CIA, I know for a fact that the fucking bunker was run in Hawaii on the cover up. They know I know. They know I know all this. They know I know because they watched my YouTube videos in the day. They squashed fucking view counts. They fucking, you name it. Shadow banning? No, it's kettling. Trump killed net neutrality. That's how dumb he is. He doesn't know he killed net neutrality. At least send the fucker the bill. So 40 years we've had of trickle-down economic so-called capitalism, which is, it ain't capitalism. This is fucking militarism. Until you reject heroism, until you reject militarism, until you reject Fox, until you make it illegal for foreign entities to fucking run news stations. Fox News did all this. Donald Trump did this, and I want to say this. This is important to everybody that's facing charges. There's some unhinged pieces of shit in there that fuck full-blood on fucking committing murder in a conspiratorial way. And they picked the low fruit. These people were kettled. These people were socially fucking engineered by Fox News, Donald Trump, right fucking media, the McMahons, WWF, these fucking oligarchs, they fucking herded them. They kettled them. They kettled them right into a fucking cattle chute. Where did that cattle chute go? Right into the United States Capitol. No fucking police there, and I can testify. Go to my Facebook, look at that picture. That's me leading a mob that was fucking more intense than this one ever fucking dreamed of being. And much smaller. And by the way, this is important. 2013, when the Million Massacre, they didn't know where we were going. We were fucking, because we talk among us, we know that they know how to kettle us. Yet, we had 7,000 fucking people, and you ain't seen radicals. Oh, climbing on the fence of the, it was the insanest thing I ever seen. And by the way, I give a famous speech. We believe in radical, we believe in intense, but we do not believe on hurting anyone. We do not want to cause harm to anyone. We want to help everyone. We don't want to fucking cause fucking harm or death to anyone. Though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we fear no. Be loud, be strong, be intense, be yourselves. But remember, you are responsible for your own actions. Some of this shit, holy fuck. And I'm just like, when Alex Jones has to be the voice of reason in this mob, he was saying, no, don't attack cops. Don't think about that. People were more powerful than him socially engineered this. Sister Susie, Auntie Jim, Martin Luther, don't let that motherfucker in. Billy Bob, Mike and Fred, Willie and Jim, Lori and Lisa, open a door and let them in. Do, 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 do. And by the way, the congressman that fucking juiced this, lock him up. It's conspiracy to commit a murder. At least send Trump the fucking bill. What do you think that's costing the United States right now? You can't even go there for fucking anything, you know. Think about what the tourism he's fucking sucked out of there. With tourists, Trump's responsible. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of, probably billions of dollars. Send the motherfucker the bill. Donald Trump did this. Okay, Donald Trump did this. Fox News did this. Should be illegal to be a billionaire. Billionaire basketball? 1975. The average fucking baseball player. And you think about what a year, huh? The great Joe Morgan. Oh my God. Second greatest baseball player in fucking history. Ty Cobb is first. Joe Morgan. Think about basketball too. Tommy Heinsohn. I always think about that 73-4 team that he coached. They're 72-70. The greatest Celtics team of all time. You know, Bill Russell might get pissed at this because he's the greatest player that ever lived, but the greatest winning percentage was the 1972-73. And remember, they came from the worst team? John Havlicek. You know, he died a couple years ago. Heinsohn coached that team. They got upset by the Knicks because Havlicek got hurt. It's the highest winning percentage of any Celtic team in history. Heinsohn. Those guys made less than 3 or 4 times the average working class Americans. Now they're billionaires. Oh, we're going to take on Black Lives Matter. They don't mean it. Fuck, they're the status quo. That's why you'll never see, well, you haven't seen Kevin Blanch on any of the fucking left or right mainstream media. Because they know I go right at them. I take down the status quo. They're there to protect the status quo on both sides. As Zucker, the apprentice, CNN credibility not needed. Ask Anderson Vanderbilt. Yeah, Vanderbilt. Cooper. You think there's some inherited wealth there? The public be damned. He was in Fukushima, Japan. Scared shitless. Fukushima Meltdowns, Fukushima, him and Sanjay Gupta MD. Talked Fukushima Meltdowns, Fukushima every day for 6 days. The winds fucking, they flew home, were briefed, not a word since. They kettled it. They kettled the information. They kettled Kevin Blanch. They kettled the fucking Trumpettes, the fragile fucking useful idiots, as Trump calls them. That's Trump's words, not mine. They kettled them. Do you know what kettling means? It's a police fucking tactic to herd the cattle, the sheep. You know, every time I get to the airport, I was telling them, fuck, it's the sheepdogs. You know, TSA, Boogeyman, the most greatest overkill in human history. Fucking take off your shoes, search you fucking down, pat you down, fucking x-ray, don't take on a fucking can of soup on the fuck thing. I mean, but you can take hand sanitizer now. They fucking kettled the truth. That's a fact, Jack. That's exactly what they did. And the media, fuck, they're to blame. Without the fourth pillar, we have nothing. Those words I spoke in front of the White House full of cancer. Should have seen that fucking rally. Oh, they didn't know where we were going. Yet they had horses. They had fucking armed guards. They had riot gear. They had tanks. Mingling among us. The cops did this. The powers there be did this. I feel sorry that, the guy the fireman that threw the fire extinguisher, which, by the way, never hurt anyone. And I feel sorry for the guy. I honestly do. Now, the people that killed that cop, fuck them. The people that were in their crash, like the girl that got shot and the kid next, what the fuck? I can't believe more of you fucking fools weren't shot. I mean, there's a big group, including the fucking congressman, that says, kicking ass and taking names. I think what the feds are going to do, they're going to kick your ass, and they got your fucking name. Fucking fools. But the rest of them, they got had. They got fucking had. They were fucking told they were showing up to a political rally. Fucking Trump says, fucking move up. I made that exact identical fucking march with more people radical than this, and they didn't let us in. Fuck, I mean, I think back, holy fuck. Whoo! Talk about intensity. And they couldn't kettle us because they didn't know where the fuck we were going, and they couldn't steer us. We're way ahead of that. My YouTube site, I knew. It's what the flipping the can was about, the intensity. You don't think it worked? You should Google Fukushima. 9 of the top 10 on the sidebar was me, Kevin Blanch. Samaclaps, 10 for 10. I mean, and I'm competing against CNN, Reuters, fucking BBC, all these men, and you would get me. Trump killed that in that trial. Not now, because they kettled me. It's exactly what they did. They kettled the truth. It's how they covered up Fukushima. The repeating minor birds, which, until you fucking bust up Fox News, I say put Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity had a camera crew on I-15 and got 2 cops killed. Just having a camera crew shutting down I-15 is a major felony. But they don't ever charge it because the oligarchs protect each other. Huh. This was a big argument fucking 30 years ago. A foreign entity that we earned our independence from, fucking right out of the House of Windsor, the British are coming, wanted by Jetstream 2 by cable TV. Fox News did this. Fox News did all this. The boogeyman, who stole the election in 2000? Fox News. You want to talk a coup? Fox News in 2000. Bush did not win. You think Gore was going to fucking go to Afghanistan and Iraq? Think about that. Hold on. Think about the looting that Fox News. Fox News. Same people that did it this time. This time they shooted them they kettled them right into the fucking front door. I feel sorry for 90% of these people. I mean, they got had. They know they got had. It's fucking heartbreaking, actually. The people that did it and orchestrated it, they should fucking be, the highest crimes. This country still has the death penalty. Treason. So, you think about this. McMahon's WF funded it. We know that. Fox News grandstanded it. Congressman fucking KSL here promoted it. All the congressmen and senators that promoted it. The hierarchy that told these cops to stand down and did not have them in right, fuck, they knew. People at the highest levels. That's who did this. This is one of the greatest crimes in attempted coup. Whoa. So that's how they've done it. The kettling of the truth. How could they possibly pull off the greatest event in human history, hide it? Full blown out nuclear. It took me a year and a half to convince anybody it was even one fucking meltdown. And I did it so beautifully, so fucking articulately, so artistically. And it was so effective. They were sure I was going to die, and I didn't fucking die. They've impoverished me. They've annihilated me. They've slandered me. But the light shines inside of me. You cannot take that from me. I have a tale to tell, and I told it. These fucking liars lie so fucking well. I have something they'll never have. For the light, it shines inside of me. I'm from the sea. I fight for her, she fights for me. We. Till you go, John Steinbeck. We simply the grapes of wrath. I call this the molded grapes of wrath. We simply went from the we to the I. Kevin Blanch, 1945. We went from the we to the I, back to the capital we. 1945 to 1979. We are family! I remember the Orioles were up 3-1. Kiko Garcia, Eddie Murray, Kyle Ripken Jr., Tippy Martinez, El Presidente, Dennis Martinez. What a fucking team. Oh no, them cigarette smoking fucking Pirates from Pittsburgh come back just like they did in 1971. 1980 to present. Oh, baseball and sport doesn't fucking mirror culture. Tell that to Ken fucking Burns, the 13th inning, Kevin Blanch. Billionaire baseball players, oligarchy, the richest teams win, computers, cash. You think Tommy Lasorda would have fucking pulled him out of a game in the 6th inning with a 2-hitter? Oral Hershiser? And I don't mean Johnny. What we've turned this country into, New World Order, no, it's old, it's imperialism. Until you make it illegal for a fucking foreign entity and foreign board of directors and foreign people to run and own major news networks, you're fucked because they have the populace hypnotized. Congress gets up and speaks word for word what Fox News narrative. Run right out of the head. It's imperialism. It's old world order. Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you fucking lie to me. I slept in the dead fucking pines with the sun from Fukushima, Japan. Oh, they always fucking shine. I've always known what I was doing, but look what I'm up against. Kettle me. Kettle you. You kettle me, I'll kettle you. The Unforgiven? You did the Unforgiven, not me. Fucking, where's your fucking crown? Where's your fucking crown, Trump? Trump, where's your fucking crown? Where's all your fucking crowns? When you get cancer and die, Paul Allen. Fucking, what's his name in Vegas just died. Where's your crown? When you crown king nothing. Stand tuned.